Did you know that it was a woman who introduced the smallpox inoculation to Western Europe? Hi, I'm Em. I'm a historian and I love brilliant historical women. Lady Mary Wortley Montagu lived unapologetically at the fringes of propriety, and her genius, both in the fields of literature and science, still impacts us to this day. Let's explore her story. The eldest child of the first Duke of Kingston upon Hull, Lady Mary was born in 1689 at Home Pierpont Hall in Nottinghamshire. She was bright and ambitious from her childhood, with a wide range of interests and a recurring desire to achieve the impossible. She grew up in a series of beautiful stately homes, but was unhappy with the education provided to her, claiming that her governess relied on superstitious tales and false notions. Instead, Mary always said she had to steal her education, using the library at her family home, Thoresby Hall. Mary would hide in the library between the hours of 10 and 2 and 4 and 8, when she knew she wouldn't be discovered. She taught herself Latin, a language usually reserved for men during this period, and read widely. By the age of 15, she had written 2 volumes of poetry, prose, and a novel. Mary was known to be exceptionally clever. After a friendship fraught with drama and misunderstanding, in 1712 Mary eloped to marry Edward Wortley Montagu. When her husband accepted a post in the Treasury, Mary joined him in London, and her wit and beauty soon made her a favourite in the court. In fact, her popularity was so widespread that she was welcome in both rival courts, of George I and the future George II. It was at this point that tragedy struck, and her brother, aged only 20, died from smallpox. In 1715, Mary caught the disease herself. Against expectations, Mary survived, but this experience scarred her face and shaped her future endeavours. In 1716, Mary's husband was made ambassador to the Ottoman Empire, and Mary moved with him to Constantinople. Lady Mary's travels are recounted in her letters from Turkey, which are a brilliant read. She was charmed by the Ottoman women she encountered in particular, and they formed the centre of a love of women that came to characterise the rest of her life and her writings. There's far too much for one part, so let's take a break there. Come back soon for part 2.